I see what they're doing, by the way. They give you that. They give you the flow chart because it gives you something that takes time to parse, and you can sit there and look at it for a while, and it will somehow. It'll generally have some interest for you, right? But they're masking a loading screen behind it, which is smooth. This guy's a little weird because he's the character where when I take control of him, I don't have the full context of what's going on, and I have to figure it out on the fly, which is weird because he knows what's going on. Whereas with Kara, the premise is explained to us. We're scanning faces for Lieutenant Anderson, and no one's looking at us except that guy. But you bet your ass it's gonna be someone facing the other way. Edward Dempsey. Bartender guy. Jimmy Peterson.
Shit, I thought androids weren't allowed in here.
Are they not allowed in here? Kim Johan. Might be that guy. He's the hardest one to look at. Jonah Graham. Christopher Gray. Derek Myers. I wonder how many of these people would hate androids if it wasn't for the whole job problem. Like, if it's gonna be you, isn't it? Mr. Down, looking down guy. Wait, how did I get his face? Impressive. Hank Hey, it's that actor. I don't have his name ready, but I know that guy. He must. He's an important character. He's played by an actor that's recognizable. Am I not supposed to be in here? Hi. How do you do? I'm just gonna scan you needlessly now. Dennis Ward. What's that game he's playing? Out of this world! Ban androids. Androids killed our country. Wow, what a friendly bathroom. Can I walk into the bathroom? They love androids here, don't they? So, co-ed washroom, separate bath, toilets. 31% unemployment rate. When will it stop? This is very on-the-nose graffiti. Wait, that's the same graffiti repeating. How does that work? Anyway. Mr. Anderson.
Lieutenant Anderson, my name is Connor. I'm the android sent by CyberLife. I looked for you at the station, but nobody knew where you were. They said you were probably having a drink nearby. I was lucky to find you at the 5th bar.
What do you want?
You were assigned a case early this evening. A homicide involving a CyberLife android. In accordance with procedure, the company has allocated a specialized model to assist investigators.
Well, I don't need any assistance. Especially not from a plastic asshole like you. Just be a good little robot and get the fuck out of here.
I understand that some people are not comfortable in the presence of androids, but
I am perfectly comfortable. Now back off before I crush you like an empty beer can.
Listen, I think you should stop drinking and come with me. It'll make life easier for both of us. You know what? I'll buy you one for the road. What do you say? Bartender, the same again, please.
See, that Jim wonders at technology. Make it a double. homicide.
No, that's the house we were just at. Did she use the gun?
You wait here. I won't be long.
Whatever you say, Lieutenant.
Fucking A, whatever I say.
Conflicting orders. Oh no. But I have to go with him.
Josh Douglas for Channel 16. Can you confirm that this is a homicide?
I'm not confirming anything.
I said anything?
Typical DPD. They don't tell us shit.
Androids are not permitted beyond this point.
It's with me. What part of staying in the car didn't you understand?
Your order contradicted my instructions, Lieutenant.
You don't talk, you don't touch anything, and you stay out of my way. Got it?
Got it.
Evening, Hank. We were starting to think you weren't going to show.
Yeah, that was the plan till this asshole found me.
So, got yourself an android, huh?
Oh, very funny. Just tell me what happened.
We had a call around 8 from the landlord. The tenant hadn't paid his rent for a few months, so I thought he'd drop by, see what was going on. That's when he found the body. Oh, Jesus, that smell was even worse before we opened the windows. The victim's name's Carlos Ortiz. He has a record for theft and aggravated assault. According to the neighbors, he was kind of a loner. Stayed inside most of the time. They hardly ever saw him.
Well, the state he's in. Wasn't worth calling everybody out in the middle of the night. Could have waited till morning.
I'd say he's been there for a good 3 weeks. We'll know more when the coroner gets here. There's a kitchen knife over here. Probably the murder weapon.
Any sign of a break-in?
Nope. The landlord said the front door was locked from the inside. All the windows were boarded up. The killer must have gone out the back way.
What do we know about his android?
Not much. The neighbors confirmed he had one, but it wasn't here when we arrived. Well, I gotta get some air. Make yourself at home. I'll be outside if you need me.
Ten pieces of evidence to find. He said don't touch anything, but I get the feeling that we're going to contradict that one too, aren't we? Let's poke around.
This letter is perfect. It's way too neat. No human rights like this.
Magic space drugs. Like in Mass Effect, or Heavy Rain, I guess.
Chris, was this written in the victim's blood?
I would say so. We're taking samples for analysis.
Oh, Jesus, what the hell are you doing?
I'm analyzing the blood. I can check samples in real time. I'm sorry. I should have warned you.
Okay, just don't put any more evidence in your mouth. You got it?
Got it.
Fucking hell, I can't believe this shit.
Seems incredibly useful to me. Dried blood. Carlos Ortiz. More than 19 days, is that what it said? Damn.
Red ice. Seems our friend Carlos liked to party.
I feel like you can look at some of the stuff without physically picking it up.
I want full analysis on the narcotics.
Consider it done, Lieutenant.
No fingerprints. Android involvement? Right. That's why he's probably touching stuff so casually, is because it doesn't... he doesn't leave fingerprints or DNA.
Yeah, that's it.
regular letters font. It actually is a font specifically. Really highlights it being an android. How many stabs is that? That's many stabs. Are they a pattern? 28 stab wounds. Deceased more than 19 days ago. Damn. Definitely lots of red ice. Seriously, why did they program androids capable of homicide? That they would even have motivations for homicide? Just seems like a bad idea. Theft and aggravated assault, criminal record. Is the blood the last clue? Oh, his forehead. 5'6", almost 300 pounds. Goddamn. 11:30 p.m. Wait, what? How is your time of death so specific to time of day, but your day of death is like, oh no, more than 19? They must mean exactly 19 days, but, you know, plus the amount of time it takes to get to there. It's just the way it's written made it sound like an estimation, and I was like, wait a minute, what? Why would that be an estimation? Victim fell here. From crawling? Stabbed a lot, then crawled? Did he crawl there after being stabbed 28 times? Because holy crap. They came from the kitchen. They came from the kitchen, and then he got stabbed 28 times, then he crawled over here? Or did he stab the... Nope, he stabbed the corpse a lot. Never mind.
He was stabbed 28 times.
Yeah. Seems like the killer really had it in for him.
There's still more evidence around. Oops, what did I see back there? Did I imagine that? What am I thinking of with red ice? Oh, I think in Mass Effect it's red sand, right? Is the drug. That's how much we've diverged. It went from ice to sand. Oops. Obsessive writing. R46, R46, R46. A shrine? R49, I mean. Wait, is this game going to be about a religious cult of androids? Or is this just something that Carlos did before he died? Because that could be really funny. Nothing else stands out in here? We were supposed to go to the kitchen anyway. Fingerprints? Yeah. Wait, what's the sign of struggle? Just it being toppled over? Because the fingerprints are always gonna be there. He lives here. I can stay here forever. I don't even care about the corpse smell. A bat. Did he try to destroy the android? Violent impact, traces of therium. Ah. Android might have acted in self-defense, although then a continued emotional reaction afterwards, leading to all the stabbings afterwards, because you don't stab someone 28 times in self-defense, you do that emotionally. Yep. They took the knife to defend themselves from Carlos. Emotional shock. It's a really trippy view. Or anything else around here? I can blind myself. Yeah. Oh yeah, I'll get it right in my eyes. Android sex officially better. Sorry ladies, but plastic can't be beat. Mark Water and Nancy Reese step out together. Judy Hewitt shows off her new bod. Tech addict, is your android spying on you? CyberLife could be using its androids to collect private information. Of course they are. It's like Facebook. Zero gravity subway connect to NYC and DC in 45 minutes. More and more experts are suggesting that CyberLife uses 120 million androids to record details of private conversations of its customers and sell them to trading partners. Blah blah blah. Some targeted advertising. Deepened concerns. But, this is... It's honestly just really obvious articles that aren't really interesting to continue reading. 68% of men prefer sex with androids to a real woman, and 52% of men say they've tried the experience at least once, and that's a lot of android love to go around. There were a few reasons given for this preference, but we think we know the real reason. Androids don't want to talk about their feelings afterwards. Jesus. The story was sponsored by Eden Club. Discretion is our middle name. This is kind of messed up. I think a larger percentage of people would say that the human connection is the point and not just sex for the hell of it. So either the stats are wrong, or like either this is supposed to be a fraudulent magazine that's lying, or David Cage has like a really concerning outlook on sex in general that might be worrying. Oh boy. I don't think David Cage believes in love. I think he just thinks that's the whole point. What have I missed? What have I? Oh, the kit, wait, no, that's just the paper. Oh, so the broken boards. Dried blood. Just more blood of his, though. Where does this go to? I don't know, I just find it kind of worrying that, oh, this is probably the escape vector. I find it worrying that David Cage thinks that 2/3 of all men would prefer that the person that they have sex with not be a person. Shoe print.
Door was locked from the inside. Killer must have gone out this way.
There are no footprints apart from Officer Collins' size 10 shoes.
Well, this happened weeks ago. Tracks could have faded.
No, this type of soil would retain a trace. Nobody's been out here for a long time.
Now that's the kind of thing a normal person probably would not be able to even say, making this character incredibly useful for having just crazy information. Oh, it's just another one of these. Is that number 10? Ah, that was rather unimportant. We knew he went through here. Completion, though.
Lieutenant, I think I figured out what happened.
Oh, yeah? Shoot, I'm all ears.
It all started in the kitchen.
There are obvious signs of a struggle. The question is, what exactly happened here?
I think the victim attacked the android with the bat.
That lines up with the evidence. Go on.
android stabbed the victim.
So the android was trying to defend itself, right? Okay, then what happened?
The victim fled to the living room.
And he tried to get away from the android. All right, that makes sense.
The android murdered the victim with the knife.
Okay. Your theory's not totally ridiculous, but it doesn't tell us where the android went.
It was damaged by the bat and lost some therium.
Lost some what?
Therium. You call it blue blood. It's the fluid that powers androids' biocomponents. It evaporates after a few hours and becomes invisible to the naked eye.
Oh, but I bet you can still see it, can't you?
Correct.
Yeah.
Ah, we're proving ourselves to him. We've gotten really far from the whole don't talk part, so now I can probably follow it. I'm a little concerned. I was wondering if it all started from the bathroom, might have led to an outcome where we connect the information in the bathroom to being somehow related to what happened and maybe the motivation for the attack. But I wasn't sure if that would just be wrong, because the actual assault didn't happen in the bathroom. But it might be relevant, but that might be more related to motivation. But the question is whether or not we'll discuss motivation separately or not, or whether that clue will ever come up at all. The strange religious iconography. Or it could be unrelated. It looks like he crossed back around to the bathroom? Yes. Yes. All right. Someone's bad at stacking brooms. Find something to climb? You mean like a ladder? So we're saying that he's in the attic already. Or still. Am I gonna have a moment where I have to choose whether to defend, but to whether I want to lie for the android and defend it and hide its presence or something? Let's go grab a chair.
Hey, what are you doing with that chair?
I'm going to check something.
Gonna check something.
He must have pulled the ladder up with him, right? Somebody seems to be over there. Or is it just a... is it gonna just be like a weird head propped up that looks a lot like a person? That's kind of what you'd expect at this point. Yep, mannequin. Mannequin with fat rolls? That's a new one for me.
was just defending myself. He was gonna kill me. I'm begging you. Don't tell him.
Connor, what the fuck is going on up there?
It's here, Lieutenant!
Oh, shit. Chris, Ben, get your asses in here now. Come on!
Not a choice. He could not deviate from his programming, apparently. Oh my god, what is happening on this screen? Calm down. Was there an option of not finding deviant? Maybe taking too much time or something? 75% complete. Face scan customers, buy them another drink. Those are just the other variations. Those are options within a bracket. Locations I've checked during the crime scene. A few missing spots that lead to a different branch. Oh, what if that's just... Maybe there's something else I could find in the kitchen that leads to me finding a different piece of information that changes what happens. Or maybe, I would guess that this endpoint right here is if you fail the investigation. You don't piece together the information correctly, and so you dead end and don't find him. Which in some ways is might almost be better. I don't know, it depends on whether you think you should get away or not. He did definitely continue. He stabbed him 28 times, but he was in an emotional state. But then I can't help but wonder why are these... Why do they... why... It's the question I said before. Just why make androids that are afraid of death and other things like that, or even have emotions where they can fly off the handle and murder people? But also just... I find it interesting that maybe this will come up later in the story or something, but like our character immediately reported him and it wasn't even a choice for me. So maybe that's like because we've established that he can't defy his orders. So like that guy said to stay in the car, and I was like, whatever you say, but then I did it anyway because my orders were to follow him regardless. So maybe I was ordered to report, but then surely that there would be similar limitations on these people not to kill people. So there must be something breaking their programming and breaking their limitations. Their restraining bolts are coming off. In which case, can that happen to me? Is this going to be like The Fall?